Namaste. My name is HEIRESS. I'm a French-Canadian hypnotherapist that has worked with thousands of clients, and my special field of interest and study is brainwashing and mind control by cults. People ask me, why am I so passionate about the process of brainwashing? Well, the first answer is that I was myself deeply brainwashed by the Hare Krishna movement. Here's a picture of me in 1969 when I joined the Hare Krishna movement in Los Angeles. I am right in front of Swami Bhaktivedanta at the festival in San Francisco in the fall of 1969. Swami Bhaktivedanta at the time was considered by his disciple to be completely enlightened, perfect. And the philosophy of the Hare Krishna movement quite simply says that God is ultimately Lord Krishna, who lives on a spiritual planet. And not only do you have to believe that Krishna is God, but you have to fall in love with this blue God. The Krishna consciousness philosophy believes that Krishna came on this planet 5,000 years ago, did all kinds of miracles, like lifting a mountain with one finger. He fought with all kinds of demons, and he had 16,000 wives, and he could be with 16,000 wives at the same time in different palaces. When you become a devotee of the Hare Krishna movement, you have to accept all these about Krishna. I was 19-year-old, I'm now 72. At the time, I did not question the philosophy. I wanted enlightenment, and that's the way Swami Bhaktivedanta was presenting the way to enlightenment. Believe in the blue God Krishna, chant his name, Hare Krishna, serve me, the Guru, and serve Krishna as God, and you will attain enlightenment. I completely gave my mind and my heart to Swami Bhaktivedanta in 1969. He learned that I spoke French, so he sent me in the fall of 1969 to open an Hare Krishna temple in Paris. I did open that temple. He then called me to help him open a center in Calcutta, India. Then he asked me to open a center in Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And by 1971, when I was with him in Australia, at the time I was the president of the Melbourne Hare Krishna Center, he told me that I was ready to take the vows of sannyasi, take the vows to be a celibate for the rest of my life. I was 21-year-old, but because I had total faith in him, I decided to take the vows. I did that in front of several hundred people with my friend at the time, whose name was Bali Mardan, William Berke. We had been traveling together for more than a year in Singapore, Malaysia, and he also decided to become a celibate for the rest of his life and made all those promises in front of a big ceremony in Sydney, Australia. Swami Bhaktivedanta then asked me to open centers for him in South America. I opened a center in Caracas, Venezuela, and then in Buenos Aires, Argentina. This is a picture of me in Buenos Aires sometime around 1972-73. And at that time, he asked me to become one of the 12 leaders of the Hare Krishna movement, which I did. But then I learned that he had given permission to my friend Bali Mardan to get married because Bali Mardan had found a woman that was a billionaire. She was the heiress of the Toyota car empire. Here we see Swami Bhaktivedanta actually blessing the marriage of Bali Mardan in 1973 in the Temple of Los Angeles. He has no idea that he is being scammed. She was dripping with diamond and gold, and everybody thought that she was the person that would bring millions of dollars to the Hare Krishna movement. But a year later, Swami Bhaktivedanta realized he had been scammed. This woman was not an heiress. She was an ex-prostitute from New York. And Bali Mardan was a thief, a scammer that was stealing millions of dollars from the temple of New York City. He would make believe that she was paying everything for the five-star hotel which she resided all around the world. And it was all a lie. It was all money stolen from the hard work of devotees collecting money in the streets of New York. When this happened, I started to absolutely lose faith in Swami Bhaktivedanta. I had made all those promises from my heart. I had been a celibate. I'd followed all the principle. I chanted all the mantra. And here, my guru was telling someone, sure, you can get married now. Forget about your promises. She's going to give me a lot of money. And for me, this was the gradual process that led to my deprogrammation. I'm now 72-year-old, and for the last 20 years or so, I attend a Christian-based church. I have done many retreats in India and Thailand to learn Buddhism, especially how to develop bodhicitta, a heart of loving kindness. And for more than 20 years, I have practiced the process of Kriya Yoga as taught by Paramahamsa Yogananda, a process in which I had many spiritual experiences. One must understand that in Hinduism and in many parts of Buddhism, the basic philosophy is the same. Be Bhakti Yoga, Kriya Yoga, Siddha Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. It is a process of purifying one's life, to bring one's life to what is called sattvic, a pure state of life. All the yogas have different process to ultimately transcend the mind, to seize the process of reincarnation, and to experience liberation, moksha, enlightenment. Thank you very much, and namaste.